Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Their launch has been embarrassing, to say the least, and it's a damn shame because when it comes to the gameplay and formula evolution of these latest entries, there's a lot going on here. People believe that this is some of the most fun they've ever had with Pokemon, which is why it's that much more tragic that its performance issues, its visual problems, and its rough technical state bring it down so much, because the full potential of this latest entry is a grand home run that didn't happen because the developers just clearly weren't given enough time to polish this game that needed, 6 months to a year more in the oven, which is why the Metascore is looking like this. This is the lowest we have seen a mainline entry score from the Pokemon series. And then the user score, it's even worse than it was last time I checked. It went from a 3 to a 2.9. Now, Violet is faring a little better from a user score standpoint, but 3.5 is nothing to brag about either. And I've already shown you a compilation of the myriad performance issues, visual bugs, and rough technical elements. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hilarious. Stuff like this did make me crack a smile and chuckle. But when stuff like this keeps happening in players' experiences, it takes you out of these games. Now, if you want a compilation of the problematic elements that the internet has been posting online with footage, check out my video, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Mass Ridiculed due to rough graphics, poor performance, and disruptive bugs. Scrolling further down, you'll find the sources that I use, and all of this Twitter stuff is basically clips of just really embarrassing technical elements that should not be present in a franchise that is among the highest grossing in, entertainment as a whole. Now, since I published that video, a host of new social media posts have highlighted even more, at times hilarious, problematic elements with this game. This footage right here is actually one captured by a family member of mine who's been playing this game. Check this crap out. Yeah. And as I keep saying, these are not isolated incidents. I have seen clips like these all across social media, from Twitter to Reddit. Speaking of Twitter, let's check out this viral tweet by Mr. Sinnoh. This game cannot be real. What the hell is this? This video has garnered 6.3 million views and over 332,000 likes. And for good reason. Check this out. I hope I don't get demonetized for showing this. Okay, this clip's pretty gold. Others have been discovering weird and bizarre gameplay exploits that further highlight just how much more time this game needed in the oven. Muno here tweeted, apparently in the new Pokemon, if you plug in 2 controllers at once, you can run twice as fast. Like, you hold both joysticks and it just adds the speed. These devs had no time, LMAO, and here's what that looks like. You can see right here, 3.1 million views, over 162,000 likes. Here we go. So that's the normal speed, and then there it is, double the speed. Skipping ahead, you can actually see the off-screen version of this playing out. Normal speed, and then significantly faster speed when 2 Joy-Cons are used. Now, one of the responses actually explains why this might be happening, the technical reason behind this for those who are curious about that, but obviously this isn't something that was intended. Next up, we got hilarious visual glitches like this. This was tweeted by the Cruddy Buddy. This is unedited. How did this happen? Playing the clip, you'll see what they're referring to. Just a fun little jump scare to keep you awake. This video has also garnered significant viewership, 1.4 million views with almost 100,000 likes. You can see just how easy it is for these clips to go viral because of both a combination of how hilarious and embarrassing these are, and also because it's happened to enough people that, people are all kind of engaging in this conversation about what a rough state this game is in. Next up, we got this tweet by Simoru. This has 1.9 million views and also almost 100,000 likes. Let me maximize this clip and show you what this looks like. This silliness, I've seen more than once. In fact, a family member of mine showed me something similar happening to them. So once again, these are not isolated incidents. Next up, we got weird occurrences like this, as posted by Out of Context Pokemon. What the cat doing? Just kind of a frozen model whose legs aren't animated, running around this soccer ball. Next up, we got a scene where Pokemon seemingly turns into Gurren Lagann. Daniel Alba here tweeted, "Small child gets drilled in the middle of a public street." That's literally what happens. Let's check this footage out. So yeah, it is possible for pedestrians to just sort of walk into the battlefield in the middle of a Pokemon battle. I've seen plenty of hilarious occurrences there. This one also went viral with over 51,000 likes. Now, we've seen plenty of glitches showing the rideable legendary Pokemon just kind of turning invisible, and that yields situations like these. This is also from Out of Context Pokemon, over 42,000 likes. Here's what that looks like. Oh, it gets funnier. Just... a lot of environmental glitches have been highlighted as well, like this one posted by Game Boy Red. That moon just comes in like an office worker late from work. This one also has tens of thousands of likes, and here is what that looks like. The moon literally just coming in like, whoops, my bad, guys. Okay, I'm here. Sorry, got stuck in traffic. This next one I've also seen quite a bit, posted by Out of Context Pokemon, where the Pokemon model that gets shrunk in order to fit in the Pokeball while it's getting caught, instead of hiding the Pokemon inside the ball, you get this glitch right here. Gives you a little insight into some of the visual trickeries that take place that you're not meant to see. Next up, this Japanese Twitter user posted the following cursed video showing an NPC who is in dire need of an exorcist. Here's what that looks like. That is some impressive dancing, not gonna lie. This is how demons in hell raise the roof on the dance floor. This one's also garnered hundreds of thousands of views and tens of thousands of likes. Next up, we got another Japanese Twitter user who posted the following clip, which was retweeted by Out of Context Pokemon with the following tweet. "This game is literally the funniest shit ever. It's incredible." And you'll see what they mean when we play the clip. You can already see a glimpse of these Auga eyes that sometimes trigger. All right, well, somebody's happy to see somebody. I mean, I can't. Here's another banger from Out of Context Pokemon. "I am dead now," says this tweet, because checking this clip out, you can see that if you happen to fall on this Pokemon during this sequence, well, this hilarity ensues. The player character getting utterly bodied by a giant enemy crab. Here we have more clips of rideable Pokemons just being completely invisible and shenanigans ensuing thereafter. Oh, this is co-op, by the way. This is other players who are just kind of messing around with the player whose perspective this footage is showing. We got more bizarre situations where NPCs' animations just start going haywire. As I've said before, exorcists, a very lucrative profession in this world. Here we have another banger from Out of Context Pokemon. This one has been viewed almost 1 million times and has over 53,000 likes. This is what can happen. LMAO, what the F, says Out of Context Pokemon. Because of occurrences like these that can occur during cutscenes. This is very much reminiscent of Cyberpunk 2077's launch week and month, including the myriad compilation videos that we have seen people post online. This one right here is 1 minute long, and it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to unfortunate hilarities that can ensue in this game. Wow, this is too accurate, too on point. My ears. What my ears are feeling now. That's, yeah. That's the pain players are feeling. Because of the potential that couldn't be realized. This one also went viral. 1.3 million views, almost 90,000 likes. You get the idea at this point, right? This is very much a situation where we're not laughing with Pokemon, with Game Freak and Nintendo. We're laughing at them. This is still unacceptable. As hilarious as this is, as much as we're laughing at this, people didn't buy Pokemon to laugh at it, to cope with the fact that this is a disappointing entry that could have been a home run, whose performance issues, technical issues, and visual issues really mar the experience enough. And the fact that the gameplay and the evolution of the formula is so good makes it that much more painful to cope with the fact that a home run was completely whiffed. And beyond that, there are certain features that are outright missing or feel not fully fleshed out, be it the fact that there are not a lot of indoor environments that you can go into. You can't, like, walk into houses and whatnot like you could in previous Pokemon games. Plenty of people have pointed out how Nintendo and Game Freak advertise this game as the most customizable when it comes to your character's appearance and their outfit, except when it comes to clothes, there are really only like 4 or 5 options. And then on top of that, people have noticed things like how they removed status animations. Clicking on this imager link will take you to footage that highlights this. You can see right here that despite the Pokemon being asleep right now, its eyes are wide open, whereas in past Pokemon games, you'd see their eyes close. And even more bizarre is, as this Reddit user pointed out, they actually gave every Pokemon a full asleep animation that plays on the overworld/picnic, not just close eyes, but the Pokemon fully lay down to sleep, so it's not a matter of being lazy. But not only do they choose to not use those in battle, despite how good they look, they even removed the eyes closed from battle. Absolutely no idea what goes behind their decisions. I think it's a matter of them just not having enough time to dot their I's, cross their T's, or just have correct grammar and spelling. There are other conveniences like the sound that plays when a shiny Pokemon is nearby that's been removed in this latest entry. The hunt for shiny Pokemons is hard enough, and the removal of that feature has got players baffled. Many also feel that certain aspects of this game, like the Elite Four of this particular entry, are a big regression. Fans are calling it the worst Elite Four in any Pokemon entry. I suppose that's subjective. I haven't gotten there yet, so I cannot personally attest this, but this is sort of where the conversation's at right now. And then if you go to Reddit and look through the top posts right now, you'll find things like Switch has more power than PS3. PS3 had The Last of Us 9 years ago. We get Scarlet/Violet in this state. Game Freak needs an incredible overhaul. Forget PS3, just look at what the Switch itself has accomplished with releases like Zelda Breath of the Wild, with the Xenoblade games, you name it, that have pushed graphics to levels that you'd think wouldn't be possible on the little handheld. Witcher 3 port came out on the Nintendo Switch, and obviously looks, I mean, orders of magnitude better than Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. And much like on Twitter, on Reddit, people are posting clips highlighting just how unacceptable the state of the game is. Enough is enough, says this Reddit user. Scarlet and Violet is now lowest rated mainline game from critical reviews and now also from fan reviews. And you can see, I mean, these are tens of thousands of upvotes highlighting that they've been trending, that many people share these sentiments. Scarlet and Violet are rough. To everyone complaining about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, go to this link and just submit your feedback in a constructive manner to let them know, hey, you know, this just isn't right. We need to address how incredibly misleading and downright sleazy the whole challenge to the gyms and any order advertising was, referring to the fact that the gym leaders' power levels don't scale to yours, so you still ultimately have to tackle them in a certain order, unless you want to grind for hours and hours to do the most powerful gym leader first, but then all the other ones will be a cakewalk. Like, you're not technically gated from going out of order, but it's discouraged by the power levels not scaling to yours. Some people are aptly highlighting that this isn't the fault of developers. The ones getting flack are the devs when it's obviously a product management problem. There's only so much developers can do under the piss poor conditions that they're in, under the unreasonable conditions that they have to work in, and the unreasonable timelines and deadlines that they have to meet. This whole situation has gotten out of hand enough that A lot of players have been trying to get refunds, trying being the operative word here, because Nintendo's usually not flexible when it comes to refunds of digital purchases. But in the days following the game's rough launch, people began reporting that Nintendo customer support were offering refunds, that some people did successfully manage to get their money back. Eventually, Dexerto released this article on November 22nd. Nintendo is actually issuing refunds for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is at least according to the account of the following Reddit user who posted this thread, whose headline reads, "Just got approved for an eShop refund for my Pokemon Scarlet pre-order. If you're not liking the game, I urge you to do so as well." And they kind of detail the process of contacting Nintendo's customer support. And once connected to a chat agent, apparently posting the following message may lead to a successful refund process. "Hi there, I bought Pokemon Scarlet last night and I played for about an hour or two, and unfortunately the game runs incredibly poorly. I don't normally reach out in these instances, but frankly I think it would be really appreciated if a refund could be issued, as I can't see myself enjoying playing this in its current state. Would that be at all possible?" A very diplomatic way of approaching customer support certainly doesn't hurt, and this Reddit user aptly says that if anyone does this, be nice to the customer support person when you explain your situation. They're just the middlemen, you know. There's only so much they can do. They have to follow the policies that they're constrained by. But it's encouraging to hear that there are a decent amount of reports out there of people who have managed to get their money back. Here's another Reddit post whose headline reads, "I was just approved for a refund of my digital purchase of Pokemon Violet. If you bought this on the Nintendo eShop, just know you can call in and get a refund. The number is this right here." They said it would be a one-time exception to their digital refund policy, however, and I did technically pre-order it as I bought it a day before release. Now, some people are asking, is this a fluke? Is this something that happens every once in a while, or can everyone partake in a refund request? Some folks are pointing out that you do get one sort of no questions asked refund per account, but others have been saying that I've gotten 3 one-time refunds on the Switch, haven't been denied one. So there are varying reports as to how successful people have been getting refunds. So I cannot guarantee this is going to be a universal thing and that everyone who asks for a refund will necessarily get one. I don't know exactly what the conditions are, and I guess it might depend on which representative you're speaking to. But if you're really unsatisfied with your experience of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it's a potential avenue you can pursue. If you think, no way I'm going to let Nintendo keep my money after they shipped a product like this, if you maybe want to wait a few months and see if the game gets patched and then buy it, or if you want to just skip this generation and hope that the next mainline entry will carry on with the gameplay and formula evolutions that have been received so positively, but also launching these games in a sound technical state that will allow these games to really reach their full potential, because especially with this latest gen, the potential is the highest it's ever been, but the technical state is the poorest we have seen from a Pokemon entry. Well, at the very least, that's one man's take, and this is sort of what you need to know about the current situation surrounding Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's not pretty, it's hilarious, but in a really embarrassing way. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this whole situation and what your experience has been like playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.